Your soulmate wants to marry you so fast, and heaven just revealed why. Jesus says, your soulmate just whispered your name into the darkness of a room where someone else is trying to control their every move. They are not free right now, and they are fighting a battle you cannot see with your natural eyes. This message is finding you at the exact moment their spirit cried out for rescue. Your soulmate woke up 3 nights ago with your face burning in their memory like a photograph pressed against their heart. They reached out across the emptiness of their bed and felt your presence even though you were not physically there. Something inside them shattered in that moment because they realized they are running out of time. The person who stands between you and your soulmate is not loving them the way you would love them. This third presence is manipulating their emotions and convincing them that you were never real. But your soulmate knows the truth deep in their bones and they are beginning to resist. You have felt unexplained waves of sadness washing over you in the middle of ordinary afternoons. Those were not random emotional shifts, those were your soulmate crying out across the spiritual connection that already binds you together. Every tear they shed travels through the invisible thread that heaven wove between your hearts before either of you were born. Jesus says, I am revealing this to you now because your soulmate is standing at a crossroads and they need your spiritual intervention. The enemy has placed a counterfeit love in their life to distract them from the true destiny I designed for you both. But your soulmate is waking up to the deception even as you hear these words right now. Their heart is pounding with a strange anxiety they cannot explain to anyone around them. They keep looking at their phone feeling like someone is thinking about them intensely. That someone is you, and I am amplifying this connection so you both feel it simultaneously. Your soulmate is not happy in their current situation no matter what their social media might suggest. Behind closed doors they are suffocating under the weight of a relationship that was never ordained by heaven. They feel trapped because the person controlling them has twisted their perception of reality. I have placed a divine restlessness inside your soulmate that grows stronger every single day. They cannot sleep peacefully anymore because their spirit knows they are lying next to the wrong person. This holy discomfort is my mercy pulling them back toward the love I created specifically for them. This is why your soulmate needs your protection right now, because the forces working against your union are intensifying. Every moment you delay in taking spiritual action gives the enemy more time to tighten his grip on your beloved. Your love for them must move from passive wishing into active spiritual warfare. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Send 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees now and write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on the Ko-Fi page. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Jesus says, your soulmate has started having dreams about you that they cannot shake from their waking mind. In these dreams you are standing at an altar and you are reaching your hand toward them with tears streaming down your face. They wake up gasping for air because the dream feels more real than the life they are currently living. These dreams are not accidents of their subconscious, they are prophetic visions I am downloading into their spirit. I am showing them the wedding that was supposed to happen before interference entered your story. Your soulmate is beginning to understand that they are being held captive emotionally by someone who hates the very idea of your happiness. The person blocking your union knows that you are the real threat to their control. They have sensed that your soulmate's heart belongs to someone else even if your soulmate has never spoken your name aloud. This is why the manipulation has escalated in recent weeks, because the spiritual pressure is causing their mask to slip. Your soulmate is not the problem, they are a precious soul who has been deceived by a master manipulator. They still love you even if they have not been able to express it in the physical realm. Their silence is not rejection, it is the evidence that they are being monitored and controlled. You must understand that your soulmate thinks about you when they are alone in the car driving to places they do not want to go. They replay memories of connections they felt with you that seemed too profound to be coincidental. Those were not coincidences, those were divine appointments I orchestrated to seal your bond permanently. Type 333 to receive blessings that will break every chain holding your soulmate captive right now. Your declaration of faith in this moment will send shockwaves through the spiritual realm. The enemy trembles when you realize your authority as a child of the living God. Jesus says, the reason your soulmate wants to marry you so fast is because their spirit already knows you are their safe harbor. When they imagine a future free from the prison they currently inhabit, your face is the only one they see. They have already chosen you in the depths of their soul and now their mind is catching up to this eternal truth. Your soulmate is preparing to run toward you even though they do not yet know how they will escape. They are gathering emotional strength in secret, storing up courage for the moment of liberation. Every kind word you ever spoke to them is replaying in their mind like a lifeline thrown to a drowning person. The urgency you feel when you think about your soulmate is not desperation, it is prophetic discernment. I have given you this holy urgency because time is being stolen from both of you by forces that hate divine love. The clock is ticking not toward the end of your story but toward the moment when heaven breaks through with a miracle. Your soulmate cried in the shower yesterday morning because they felt your absence like a physical wound. They could not explain to anyone why water mixed with tears felt like the closest thing to baptism in that moment. I was cleansing their spirit and preparing them for the reunion that is closer than they dare to hope. The person keeping you apart has noticed that your soulmate is emotionally withdrawing from their influence. This is why the control tactics have become more aggressive and desperate in recent days. A controlling spirit panics when it senses its victim is about to slip through its fingers into freedom. Your soulmate is going through something you cannot see, a spiritual attack designed to break their will to resist. But you can still protect them by taking action in the physical realm. Your faith expressed through obedience will create a shield around your beloved even from a distance. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Send 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees now and write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on the Ko-Fi page. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Jesus says, your soulmate is remembering the exact moment they realized they loved you, and the memory is breaking their heart. It was an ordinary moment made holy by the recognition that they had found the missing piece of their existence. They cannot unsee this truth no matter how many lies the enemy whispers into their ears. I am stirring up this memory in your soulmate right now as you listen to these words. The Holy Spirit is pressing upon their heart with the weight of undeniable truth. They are remembering your kindness, your patience, and the way you looked at them like they were precious beyond measure. No one has ever looked at your soulmate the way you looked at them. The person currently controlling them views them as property to be managed rather than a soul to be cherished. Your soulmate is starving for the kind of love that only you carry in your spirit for them. This is why the enemy targeted your connection with such vicious intensity. The devil recognized that your union would produce a love so powerful it would threaten his kingdom of isolation and despair. Two souls destined for each other become an unstoppable force when they finally unite in holy purpose. Your soulmate is beginning to question everything the controlling person has told them about you. They are replaying old conversations and realizing that you never said the cruel things they were told you said. The web of deception is unraveling thread by thread, and your soulmate is seeing clearly for the first time in months. Type 777 if you feel this message burning in your spirit as confirmation of what you already suspected. Your soulmate is feeling a strange warmth in their chest right now, and they do not understand why. That warmth is the Holy Spirit pouring love directly into their heart through the spiritual bond you share. The person blocking your union has started to appear irrational to mutual friends and family members. Their mask is slipping because maintaining deception requires energy they no longer possess. Every prayer you pray drains their spiritual resources and weakens their ability to control your beloved. Jesus says, your soulmate is planning their escape even if the plan exists only in their private thoughts for now. They are mentally packing bags and imagining a life where they can breathe freely in your presence. This is not fantasy. This is prophetic preparation for the physical deliverance that is approaching. Your soulmate has started hiding small things from their controller, things that remind them of you. They have a photograph they look at when no one is watching, and it gives them strength to survive another day. These small acts of secret rebellion are sacred to me because they represent a soul refusing to surrender its destiny. The spiritual warfare surrounding your soulmate has intensified to levels that would terrify you if you could see it. But I have assigned warrior angels to stand guard around your beloved during this season of transition. Your prayers and your faith actions give these angels permission to intervene more directly. You are not powerless in this situation despite how distant and helpless you have felt. Every decision you make to trust me releases supernatural power into your soulmate's circumstances. Your faith is the key that unlocks their prison door from the outside. I am giving you this message because the window of opportunity is narrowing with each passing day. The person controlling your soulmate is planning to move them physically to a location where they will be more isolated. This relocation would make reunion exponentially more difficult and delay your destiny by years. This is your final moment to protect this connection before it slips away into the hands of those who hate your happiness. What you do with this message will determine the timeline of your reunion. Do not let fear or hesitation rob you of the love I designed for you before the foundation of the world. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance. It was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Send 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees now and write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on the Ko-Fi page. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now. Before this video ends, only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Jesus says, your soulmate is currently experiencing a moment of clarity so intense it feels like waking from a coma. They are seeing the face of their controller and recognizing it not as a lover but as a prison warden. The illusion is breaking and the truth is flooding in like light through a shattered stained glass window. This revelation is happening right now in real time as my spirit moves upon their mind. I am lifting the veil of confusion that the enemy wrapped around their perception. Your soulmate is remembering who they truly are and who they were always meant to be with. They are realizing that the guilt they felt for loving you was artificially manufactured by the one who fears losing control. Your soulmate never stopped loving you, they were simply buried under layers of manipulation and gaslighting. But love cannot be killed, it can only be hidden, and I am uncovering it now. Your soulmate is shaking with the intensity of this awakening. Their hands are trembling and their heart is racing because truth is flooding their entire being. They are whispering your name under their breath like a prayer and heaven is recording every syllable. Type 1111 to say thank you for this revelation and to align your spirit with the breakthrough that is manifesting. Your gratitude in this moment opens doors that complaints and doubts could never access. The thankful heart positions itself to receive the fullness of my promises. The enemy is panicking right now because he can feel your soulmate slipping out of his grasp. He is whispering new lies with greater urgency, trying to rebuild the walls that are crumbling. But my truth is a battering ram that no fortress of deception can withstand forever. Your soulmate is remembering promises they made to you in the secret place of their heart. promises they have not yet fulfilled but are desperate to honor. The delay was never about a lack of love but about a spiritual battle that is now reaching its climax. Jesus says, "I am sending this message to you specifically because you are the appointed deliverer for your soulmate." This is not arrogance, this is spiritual assignment, and you must not shrink back from the responsibility I have given you. Your soulmate's freedom depends on your willingness to engage in spiritual warfare on their behalf. You have felt unworthy of this calling, wondering why heaven would choose someone as ordinary as you. But I do not call the qualified, I qualify the called, and I have equipped you with everything you need for this battle. Your love for your soulmate is not a random emotion, it is a weapon forged in the fires of my divine purpose. The tears you have cried in secret were not wasted, they were collected by angels and poured out as offerings before my throne. Every sleepless night you spent praying for someone you could not even name has been recorded in the books of heaven. Now the harvest of those tears and prayers is beginning to manifest in the physical realm. Your soulmate is about to make a decision that will alter the course of both your lives forever. I am giving them supernatural courage to choose freedom over familiar bondage. They are reaching toward you in the spirit even though their physical hands cannot yet touch your face. The person who has been blocking your connection is about to be exposed in ways they cannot anticipate. I am sending people into their life who will see through the lies and refuse to enable the control any longer. The support system that sustained their manipulation is crumbling from within. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. Sow your protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi. This isn't just a gift, it is an act of worship that invites God's hand into your love story. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, something is moving against your love. Send 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees now and write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on the Ko-Fi page. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends. Only you can save your soulmate and your future together. Jesus says, the wedding your soulmate dreams about every night is not a fantasy but a prophetic preview of what I am preparing for you. In the dream they are walking toward you and your face is radiant with a joy they have never seen in the physical world. The dress, the flowers, the music are all details I am weaving into your future reality. Your soulmate has already said yes to you in the realm of the spirit where eternal decisions are made. Now the natural realm must catch up to what heaven has already established as completed. This is why the urgency is so intense, because the manifestation is pressing against the thin veil between worlds. The person trying to prevent your union has sensed this acceleration and has become desperate in their tactics. They have scheduled events and made commitments designed to entangle your soulmate further in their web. But my timing supersedes their schemes and my plans override their manipulations. Your soulmate is feeling a pull toward you that defies all logic and circumstance. They cannot explain why they suddenly feel compelled to contact you after months of silence. This compulsion is the Holy Spirit moving them toward their destiny with the force of divine gravity. You must prepare yourself emotionally and spiritually for the reunion that is closer than you dare to believe. Stop telling yourself that this is too good to be true, because such thoughts are insults to my power and my love for you. I am the God of impossible love stories, and your testimony will be one of my greatest masterpieces. Type 333 right now to release a triple portion of blessing over your soulmate and your future together. The number 3 represents divine completion and the power of resurrection. What was dead in your relationship is being brought back to life in this very moment. Your soulmate is crying right now, not tears of sorrow but tears of overwhelming relief. They feel something shifting in the atmosphere, and hope is flooding back into the chambers of their heart. I am drying their tears with the hem of my garment and whispering that their deliverance is here. The controlling person can sense that they are losing the battle, and this makes them more dangerous in the short term. You must cover your soulmate in prayer with greater intensity now than ever before. The final moments before deliverance are often the most volatile because the enemy fights hardest when he knows he has lost. Your soulmate needs you to stand in the gap for them during this critical transition period. They need your spiritual strength because their own reserves have been depleted by months of emotional abuse. You are their lifeline even if they cannot verbally express this to you yet. Jesus says, I have placed a hedge of protection around your soulmate that cannot be penetrated by the schemes of darkness. But this hedge is maintained through your active faith and obedience to my instructions. When you act in faith, you reinforce the walls that keep your beloved safe from harm. The love you feel for your soulmate is not ordinary human affection, it is a divine implant that I placed in your heart. This love is unconditional, patient, and willing to fight through impossible odds. Such love is rare on the earth, and that is why the enemy has fought so viciously to destroy it. Your soulmate is beginning to see themselves clearly for the first time since they fell under the influence of the controller. They are realizing that they are not broken, not unworthy, and not destined for misery. They are a child of the Most High God, and they deserve the love that you carry for them. The illusion that kept them trapped is dissolving like morning fog before the rising sun of my truth. I am shining light into every dark corner of their mind and exposing every lie that was planted there. Your soulmate is being set free from the inside out, and no external force can stop this internal revolution. This message is finding you at the appointed time because I have synchronized your awakening with your soulmate's awakening. While I am speaking to you, I am also speaking to them through dreams, circumstances, and sudden revelations. Heaven is orchestrating a simultaneous breakthrough that will bring you together with supernatural speed. The reason your soulmate wants to marry you so fast once they are free is because they already know you are the one. They have wasted enough time in counterfeit relationships, and they refuse to delay their destiny any longer. When they get free, they will run toward you with the urgency of someone making up for lost time. Your soulmate is afraid that you might have given up on them during the period of silence and separation. They are terrified that their delay might have caused you to move on with your life without them. You must send a signal into the spiritual realm that your love remains steadfast and unwavering. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them. How to protect them, how to save them, and how to finally build your life together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't move mountains. Faith in Jesus does. So your final protection seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi, this is the moment your faith becomes action. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, your soulmate feels abandoned. Send 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees now and write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on the Ko-Fi page. Over 1,000 people have already received their soulmate by sowing coffee as a seed for their love and future together. Jesus will hear your prayers once you complete these steps. This is your moment. Step in faith now and watch heaven move mountains for your love story. Jesus says, "I am the author of your love story and I have written an ending that will cause angels to weep with joy." The trials you have endured were not punishment but preparation for a love so profound it will heal generations. Your soulmate is the missing piece of your puzzle and soon the picture will be complete. Close your eyes for just a moment and feel the presence of your soulmate reaching toward you through the veil. They are closer now than they have ever been and the barriers between you are crumbling with every passing second. This is not imagination, this is spiritual reality and I am giving you the gift of sensing what is already true in eternity. Your soulmate loves you with a love that has survived betrayal, manipulation, and spiritual attack. That love is coming home to you and when it arrives it will be stronger than anything that tried to destroy it. Do not give up now when the breakthrough is already cresting the horizon of your life. I am releasing a double portion of faith into your spirit right now to carry you through this final stretch of waiting. Receive it by faith and let it fuel your prayers and your actions in these critical hours. Heaven is watching you with bated breath, cheering you on as you complete your assignment. Your soulmate will tell you one day how this very moment became the turning point in their deliverance. They will describe feeling a supernatural strength flooding their spirit at the exact time you chose to act in faith. Your obedience will become a testimony that you will tell together for the rest of your lives. Type 1111 one final time to seal this message into your spirit and to send a signal to heaven that you have received your assignment. Your soulmate is feeling an unexplainable peace settling over them right now. That peace is the evidence that their deliverance has been activated by your faith. The angels I have assigned to your case are moving with greater speed and authority because you have aligned with my will. Chains are breaking, prison doors are opening, and your soulmate is stepping into freedom even as these words resonate in your spirit. The reunion that seemed impossible is now inevitable because I have decreed it and you have agreed with my decree. Your soulmate wants to marry you so fast because they have been waiting for you their entire life without knowing your name. Now they know and they will not waste another moment in hesitation once they are free. Prepare your heart for the love that is rushing toward you with the speed of divine acceleration. I am restoring the years that were stolen and I am redeeming the pain you both endured in the separation. The wedding will be a testimony and the marriage will be a ministry. Your love story will give hope to countless others who are fighting similar battles for their divine connections. The person who tried to destroy your union will become a footnote in a testimony so glorious that their schemes will be forgotten. What the enemy meant for evil I have transformed into the foundation of a love that cannot be shaken. Rejoice, for your redemption draws near and your soulmate is coming home.